The Ministry of Local Government initiated the Local Government Revenue Collection and Management Information System that is codenamed eLogRev as an automated tool for taxpayers' registration, assessments, e-payments, reconciliation, enforcement, reporting and integration with other government agencies. This integration is achieved through a collaborative arrangement with KCCA, URSB and URA under the Taxpayer Registration Expansion Program (TREP). This is Chira Municipal Council, one of the two municipal councils where the ministry is currently piloting the eLogRev system before rolling out to other local governments. It is a one-stop shop where a client can register their business with URSB, obtain a TIN from URA before getting a trading license from the local government. At the local government table, the enrollment officer is armed with the eLogRev staff web portal, which automates the registration process.
You've come to get the license, assessment.
To begin the process, the enrollment officer is presented with an authentication form where they will be required to enter their login details, namely username and password. On successful login, the officer is presented with an intuitive dashboard. At the top is the navigation bar which contains all the links to various eLogRev tools. On the left lies the context menu which updates according to the tool that you have selected in the navigation bar. The work area covers most of the page and this is where the data will be entered, altered or monitored.
Kati tugenda kukola registration edduuka liryo wekka
Michael wants to obtain a trading license from the local government. He has already finished registering with URSB and URA. The system caters for registration of both individual and non-individual businesses. Michael's business being an individual business, the enrollment officer has to choose application for individual from the registration menu item. This puts the system into the registration context and the context menu updates respectively. The enrollment officer is then required to fill out various forms presented in the work area. These forms are grouped into 5 major categories. Individual information category includes basic information about the client, notably their identification and residence information. A valid ID is required. Under reference details, the registrant is required to provide a referee and their contact details. Business source or branches. This is where the actual businesses and their branches are assessed. Taxation templates are already provided at the bottom of the section, which makes adding a business for taxation even easier. Simply choose a template and complete the fields provided in the pop-up. This process can be repeated as required to meet the number of businesses and branches owned by the client.
ID
A few documents are required during registration. For example, a copy of the ID used during registration. Simply hit upload and follow the pop-up form. The confirmation section verifies whether all the forms from the previous sections have been successfully filled and are ready for submission. Valid forms have a tick and invalid ones have a question mark. Should you see a question mark against any of the listed sections, return to the particular section and complete the form as required. Otherwise, agree to the terms and conditions and submit the application. You will be presented with a confirmation message which contains the registration number which can be used to track the application status and a link to the printable copy of the full registration form. To track the application status, simply copy the registration number. Follow the status link which can be found either in the context menu or the navigation bar under registration. Once on the status page, paste the registration number in the provided field and click Continue. You will be presented with all the information regarding the status of that application. The enrollment officer can also retrieve a list of all applications by following the corresponding link in the context menu or in the navigation bar. This list can be filtered and customized as required. For example, you can sort the list to only include registrations made during a certain period of time by editing the from and to fields and clicking search. Here, the enrollment officer, depending on the permissions that they are granted on the system, can either approve or reject an application for part or all of the businesses for which the license has been applied. When the application is accepted, the client will be notified and sent login details to the public portal. To make any new payment, one has to follow the link labeled Register Payment. In the work area, you will be required to enter the customer reference number before proceeding to register the payment. On the Register Payment page, the customer details are listed at the top and the forms required to fill it out are at the bottom. Once again, these forms are grouped in tabs. One starts by selecting the businesses for which they intend to make a payment. The amount to be paid is generated by the system, but partial payments are allowed unless one or more of the businesses is in arrears, in which case the arrears must be cleared. One should subsequently fill in the amount to be paid for all the selected businesses, as the fields for selected businesses cannot be left at zero. When all fields have been filled as required, save and continue. This takes us to the one-time payment tab. This tab reflects payments that are only made once. For example, application fees. Select the department from the drop-down list and then the category before clicking Continuing to process. Fill in the pop-up form and click Apply. You should see the one-time payment listed in the one-time payment tab. Repeat the process for one-time payment to make 2 or more payment requests. Click Next to continue to the confirmation tab, and you can safely continue to register the payment. You will be presented with the payment confirmation details, which includes the payment reference number which will be used by the client when actually making the payment. The payment request detail is contained in a copy of the payment advice form which can be printed and issued to the client.
Now this is the path. Naye tugenda kusasula nga tukozesa mobile money. Oyinako sente meka nsanvu nezinasobola okusindika ogenda nyiga star 290 star 1 hash.
Clients can make payments from any of our 4 multiple partners. These include Stanbic Bank, Diamond Trust Bank, Centenary Bank, KCB Bank, MTN Mobile Money, Airtel Money, and Easy Money. All they will need is the payment reference number. One can also list all payment requests by following the appropriate link from either the navigation bar or the context menu. All the payments requested and their respective statuses are listed. This list updates in real time as payment requests are added and as payments are made. Receipts can be printed for all payment requests whose status indicates paid. Reconciliation between payment partners and the system is automated. In the context menu, one can follow the link to the till sheet which lists all reports generated by payment partners every day at close of business. One can then review reports for all payments that have not been reconciled and rectify any inconsistencies. To print a trading license, one needs to first find the particular business in the system. To narrow this list, type the name of the business in the search bar. The options icon brings a pop-up from which you can choose a number of operations. Printing trading license for this scenario. These trading licenses integrate a barcode generated by the system, which when scanned provides conclusive information about a business.
Yes, signing on. Amanya. Bagambye olina okukima certificate y'ekikyaca olwokuna kati kano akantu olina okakuuma butiribiri kano olina okakuuma bulungi tebajja kuddamu kuwa kalala eno yutiiniyo era omwaka ogujja ojja kujja ne kano balyoke bakuwe certificate ne kali akalala kyokojja ofuna license yazanyise. You're good to go.
The system also integrates a mobile app that can be used collaboratively for enforcement by field agents and eLogRev supervisors. On launching the app, the user is presented with a login screen where they are required to enter the same credentials used on the web portal. The mobile app dashboard is composed of 3 tabs. The Notifications tab enables officers to send and receive notifications amongst themselves. The Service Desk shows vital information sent from the server if at all there is any, for example, security alerts. The Enforcement tab is akin to the web portal's targeted enforcement tool. On bringing up the menu, the user can also access the powerful random check feature. This feature enables field agents to verify and obtain information about a given trading license in the field by simply scanning the barcode on the trading license. In fact, if found in arrears, the trader can instantly use the system to clear their arrears and continue business, thus avoiding closure. The portal also features a robust reporting system, which is vital in generating and reviewing statistics. Using payment statistics, one can get an insight into the overall financial trend. The eLogRev system being piloted in Jinja Municipal Council and Chira Municipal Council has already shown considerable success. This can be seen in the growth of revenue in Namugongo, Walukuba and Jinja Central, all these being locations where the system is being piloted. The system is scheduled to be rolled out countrywide. It will simplify and enhance local revenues of the local governments by reducing system loopholes in the revenue collection and administration systems, and reduce dependency on central government transfers in a bid to enhance improved service delivery to the citizens.